Hello, gamers. I need to find the patch notes. I don't know where they are because the Trove forums suck. Okay, so I don't even know what we want to do today. Honestly speaking, okay, I'm gonna hit you guys up. I just woke up. I didn't know that this update was live already. I was prepared because we were basically going to be grinding crystalline cores because last minute with this update, I didn't get the chance to explore it because, you know, a couple days ago, I ended up doing an 11-hour live stream and it basically completely messed up my sleeping schedule. We have the fourth primordial dragon. After so many years, the cosmic dragon is actually in the game. They just last minute added it to the PTS. And I was getting ready to do that today because I need to grind basically 100 5-star dungeons. For anyone that doesn't have enough crystalline cores, you're going to have to grind 5,000 dungeons. Yes, 5 stars. So I was going to get ready to do crystalline cores, and then I logged in and I was like, wait a minute. Fluxian, what's he doing here? And it's like, oh, okay, the entire update's live. So that means we got the new Shadow Tower delves, we got Fluxian, we got some quality of life changes like badge tracking, and we also seem to have a new event as well. So yeah, I think that I need to kind of prioritize what we're going to be doing today, which I think is more than likely going to be 5 stars. Because the primordial dragon, I am very, very close to getting him complete. And then otherwise, everything else we're going to have to tackle in actual decent items. We're going to have to tackle in other videos, other streams and stuff. Let's see what Fluxian's got. So that actually completed some sort of a quest line. Okay. Costume mount. Okay, how many items does he actually have available? So we can vote on the wings. This is huge, dude. Okay, I want to stress this. I did talk about this before, but I wanted to stress how important this mechanic is for Trove's future, because this means that they now have a functional voting system in the game, which they can, I hope that they do, utilize for players to vote on new features. Yeah. Maybe you got something going on with your UI mods, Spooky, because otherwise I see Fade Forest Dungeon, like that's an event going on right there, right? No, this isn't the test server, is it? Wait, is it? Hold up. My stupid launcher might have tricked me. It is test server. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. All right, let me change the title. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, well, we're still going to end up grinding 5 stars. I clicked live and for some reason it loaded the PTS. Sorry about that. I got rickrolled. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. I thought it was live because I clicked on live and for some reason it threw me into that. Okay, that makes it far less exciting. Jesus. All right, let's do 5 hours of 5-star dungeons then, Spooky, if you don't mind inviting me. My excuse is I just woke up, okay? Yeah. But anyways, we do have the Cosmic Dragon. That is still here. Hopefully this update goes live next week then. You can see he's chilling right here. I don't think you guys even want me to click on this and show you what the cost is. No, I just swapped to offline there. Now I'm online. Or now I'm offline. Blech. Okay, there you go. Okay, this is the most pay-to-win dragon in the entire game. Because it costs 600 dragon coins, costs 3 diamond dragon eggs, and 5,000 crystalline cores. This is the equivalent of doing 5,000 5-star dungeons. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. I'll title the stream appropriately. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I totally thought that I clicked on the live version of the game, and then I just hopped on. I was like, wait, what? At least we got to see what Fluxian's UI was like, so I'll have to explore that in another video. There we go. I feel so stupid. But I just woke up, so that's my excuse. Shut up. How do they expect people with jobs to get stuff in this game anymore? No, here's the thing. I genuinely question why they keep adding, like, I don't know why this keeps turning off. Why does it say it's in, what? Why is it disabled? Because I'm on the test server and this game's stupid? Yeah, of course. The new dragon is absolutely stupid because it's basically suffering from the same issue that so many new items suffer from, where it's balanced, quote unquote, around people like me who have been playing this game for years and years and years. They basically have set up the new content in such a way that they don't want us to get it too quickly, and so they overexpend it. Like, it's way too expensive. For somebody like me to say this dragon is difficult to get is an understatement. The average player will not be able to get the fourth primordial dragon. 100%. There is no way you can get it free to play, like, at all. And it's a shame, because the sheer amount of dragon coins that it costs already shows that the devs are completely tone deaf to our complaints with dragon coins as a whole. I don't know why I'm grabbing loot. But the other resources, like, the only thing that you could technically grind free to play would be the 5 stars. Because otherwise, the dragon egg is literally gotten out of empowered gem boxes, so good luck. It's very, very strange, like, genuinely. Especially considering that this dragon is probably one of the most significant that we've had to the game, because of the fact that it's going to end up boosting our cosmic gems, which means that we are essentially getting more light value, which I assume we can get our light value to around 12k finally. Apparently the new max PR, like, we do actually hit 47k at some point. I don't know if I'm going to hit that on the test server, because it's the test server, so I don't really care. I genuinely am frustrated that my boss radar mod is not working on the test server, though. This is stupid, because I need to be able to see where I'm going, bro. It's weird. It's like half working, but it's not. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, very weird that we've got an event going on the test server as well. Like, I just don't really understand why. Other than, I guess, just for testing purposes, lol. Wait, come to think of it. Oh, okay, so the Green Game Jam event, if I'm not mistaken, that is this month, right? I'm trying to, okay, hold on. I gotta kill these enemies, and then I gotta check my older videos. Because I think the Green Game Jam, yeah, that was an event that was literally July. There was one in June, one in July. So yeah, that means essentially this update is going to go live any minute now, possibly next week, because this event is a specific July event. Cool, I guess. Yeah, Green Game Jam. Weird. Hey, Multi. Yeah, I just talked about that, actually. Also, hi everybody else. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. I just got really excited because, you know, I thought that this update was live, and then I'm an idiot. But again, I blame the fact that I was just woke up. Okay, is that this 5-star done? No, it is not. Where's the last stupid objective? No, you did not hear Green Gem. No, you did not. Green Game Jam is what I said. It is a event that we've experienced many times in Trove. Well, a couple times. There's not a new gem type or anything like that. Nope, 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 nope. Where the heck? Where is this boss, dude? Are you in here? Are you the boss? I hate this. Look how useless this game is without the boss radar. Oh, there, now the objectives just randomly complete. Okay. I don't know why so many like VFX mods break on the test server, but I guess because they're testing things. So yeah, I'll have to definitely make a video talking about Fluxian again, now that I actually can see his inventory. I'll have to make a video talking about the release date of this update, because more than likely it's going to end up being next week. At the very least, I'm confidently saying it'll happen this month, but we don't know. Like, who honestly knows? Yeah, that's my bad, Gleam. I thought that it was live because I swear I clicked the live version of Trove before I launched the game, and then suddenly I just saw Fluxian in the hub, and I panicked. Because I was getting ready to just grind crystalline cores, which is what we're doing right now. But, yeah. That's completely my mistake. My bad. Do you remember when I said that my game was going to be kind of Souls-like combat Trove? I don't remember that you said it was going to be Souls-like combat, but now I'm immediately more interested. Except that it's supposed to be an MMO. I'm not sure how that would work. But either way, Potato, just give me your game already. Yes, that is the other thing as well, one and only. Like, it's so stupid because basically I want to reiterate this because I want to put it into perspective. Basically, we get 1 crystalline core guaranteed per dungeon. Crystal gear, that is to say higher leveled crystal gear like crystal 4 and 3 and stuff like that, will actually loot collect for a certain amount of crystalline cores. But the fact that we need 5,000, that's I think that's actually more than the amount of crystalline core to upgrade a full crystal 4 gear, isn't that? Which is insane, because maxing out crystal 4 gear is like actually terrible. Like, it's just stupid. Crystal 3 gives you 10, crystal 4 gives you 15. Okay, there you go. It costs 1,000 crystalline core for 1 piece of crystal 4. Okay, so there you go. So that dragon is more expensive than maxing out a full set of crystal 4. And I want to reiterate that maxing out a full set of crystal 4 gear is hard for me. So this dragon, like, here's the thing. Out of all of my years of playing this game, and as we've seen over the many years of playing this game, I have very casually grinded 5-star dungeons like almost all the time. And I still don't have enough for this dragon. Like, this is like actually like brain dead. It's so insane to me how expensive this dragon is, dude. Not to mention the diamond dragon eggs, which is already, like, I think that would already be hard enough. I think the devs really underestimate like how difficult it is for the average player to get this stuff. The other reality, let's face it, the reality is that we are quite literally, wait. I also just had a huge brain fart. The reality is that this dragon is pay to win. Okay, I'm an idiot because I don't know why I was on the test server when I should be on the live server farming it, because I have a lot more crystalline cores on the live server. Oh my dear God. I'm so tired. Screw you, Final Fantasy 11, you garbage game. That 11-hour stream like killed my brain, dude. Legitimately. And then ha demonetized. Thanks, Final Fantasy 11. Demonetized because the end credits song, and I can't edit it out of the stream because the stream is too long. That's the last time I do an 11-hour stream. Like, legitimately, if there's a game that comes out that I'm like so enthralled with that I want to play it for 11 hours straight, here's the new strategy. I'm going to have to basically stream it for like 5 hours maximum, stop the stream, start a new one. Sorry, you guys don't care. But that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. How doomed am I by Game Freak if I make a fully personal Pokemon game? Not at all. As we've seen with Temtem and various other games. There's a lot of Pokemon ripoff games. Don't worry about that. Okay, let me just... Now that we're on the actual live server, I can turn this on because I'm not a Neanderthal. Okay, let me also... Yeah, there we go. Hey, Joe. Oh yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, the funny thing is when I finally got to the end of Final Fantasy 11, I know most of the Trove audience doesn't care, but hey, whatever, I'm still gonna rant about it because it did affect me. I knew the second I got to the end credits, I was like, uh-oh, this is licensed music. And I was so tired and like just exhausted at the time that I didn't think, why not mute it? But like everything with that game, with all the exposition and added dialogue and crap, I knew that those arrogant freaks would force you to watch the credits because they wanted to show who worked on the game. The funny thing is that the song was still like within the game's audio, like the game's OST. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake actually had a really banger like song with lyrics, but it was under the game, and so it never copy striked me. But it's just, I don't know. Lesson learned, at least it was with Final Fantasy, you know, like at least it wasn't with something like more popular on the channel, you know, like let's be real. So I'll just know for next time, okay, I gotta actually be ready on the mute button. But in all honesty, that was kind of like the nail in the coffin for me in Square Enix games. Because as much as I loved Final Fantasy 11, like, oh, world's currently full spooky. That's all good, man. As much as I love that game, like the story was amazing and the combat was great and everything, it was not my favorite game by any means. And at the end of the day, I'm out $100 that I did not earn back from playing that game. But anyways, I'll have my video review. I already have it all recorded and everything. I just gotta add the footage. Which, by the way, you know that System Shock video I put up today that probably not many of you checked out? I already recorded the review of that because I almost beat that game. Well, I did beat that game. It's phenomenal. Spoilers. Yeah, right, Bobby. There's the Genshin event as well. I'm down to do that. So the plan is right now, guys, obviously, like for anybody just tuning in, the 4th Primordial Dragon is in the game in Trove right now. It's on the test server, so I'm grinding crystalline cores because that's what I'm missing right now, which has gotten out of 5-star dungeons. And I need a lot of them. Like, I need like 100 left, which normally you need at 5,000. So just putting that out there, how bad the perspective is with this. But I'm gonna basically grind this, and then the wife's gonna get home, so I'm gonna have to chill with her, make food and stuff, and then otherwise we do have a lot of our things that I gotta cover. I'm still kind of in recovery mode because, again, like I'm pretty sure that Final Fantasy stream was actually the longest stream I've ever done because it was 11 hours. So yeah. But there's quite a few really cool, interesting developments for Trove on the test server. Namely, there's going to end up being Fluxion is there and actually functional now. So got to see his inventory, and I think it's fantastic. The fact that he is adding a voting system into the game. Oh yeah, don't get me started on false claims on YouTube. Like legitimately, I just, I'll be rambling about that all day long. Well, there's one, okay. So Getting claimed by licensed music, okay, whatever. I blame the devs 100% for adding licensed music to their video game. I don't know why, like, so many things do that. Like, even the Game Awards is gonna do it. And the funny thing is that, as you might have noticed with my last year's Game Awards video, it actually got claimed because of the visuals of people standing on stage and singing a song. I muted it, but that's why you've seen more recently I will not only mute it, but I put up a black box covering the entire screen. It sucks for the videos, but it is completely 100% their fault. So, okay, whatever. But I didn't know I had to do that while I was playing video games as well. And fun fact, if you upload like a song to Spotify or whatever, YouTube will actually claim that song automatically on people's videos. I've had it time and time again where my videos, like anytime I play Turok, those videos get claimed by a fake channel that does not own the rights to any of the music, but they have it uploaded to Spotify. So YouTube goes, hey, this isn't your song. And I even had, for me, it was quite like frustrating because in my Nintendo World video, you know, where we went to Nintendo Land in real life, I ended up having the end credits song be the Super Mario World ending credits theme, which felt so much more appropriate. Like I edited the entire video around it and then it got grabbed by not Nintendo. So yeah, I could have argued against it, sure, but basically what happens when you dispute a claim on YouTube is basically you have to provide proof that they don't own it, and they have 30 days that they can reply or not reply. That's a long time to wait before being able to publish a video. And while it's in limbo, as far as I know, it's just completely demonetized, which, okay, that's kind of stupid. And funny thing is that at any point, if they just say, nah, bro, this is my song, then suddenly the next step becomes a lot more serious, where the only option is taking them to court, which is not worth it. So yeah, YouTube copyright claim system completely flawed is the TLDR. Completely unrelated to the Final Fantasy XI fiasco. That was just like stupid, but okay. It's funny, like I still remember, you know, even our songs and stuff. You guys wonder why I don't use the, you know, my outro songs anymore? Because every single video that I would put my outro song on would get claimed, and I had to prove that I own the rights to my own song that I made. So yeah. That's the main reason why I stopped using the outro songs. Anyways, one of the biggest culprits for that claiming thing, who owned 30,000 songs, is in jail, I think. Oh, thank God. Yes, please, put him in jail forever. And while you're at it, give me the money. Anyways, excuse the rants. Again, for those just tuning in, I'm just frustrated about my Final Fantasy XI stream getting claimed. The thing that I find stupid about the whole claim system thing is I think that it would be much more fair. Obviously, they're not interested in fair. YouTube's just trying to cover their butts. But I think it would be a lot more fair if the spot with the copyrighted content, that should be the only part of the video that gets claimed. Or something, right? Because it's like, it doesn't make any sense that they get the entire video's revenue. And it's like, bro, you didn't even do anything. Like that. It's just, yes, Spooky, there we go. The guy got like 32 million for those songs. Oh yeah, okay. So did he lose all of that money or did he just pay bail? Probably just paid bail. Bum bum. Oh, you're not kidding. This is like just full on a farm. Beautiful. So we can just bunny hop like an idiot. Okay, I like that. Hey, Damien. Also, hi, everybody else that I may not have caught and said hello to. Oh, right. Is it 4th of July? Did you guys know? Fun fact. So July 1st was Canada Day, right? Canada Day actually came before July 1st, like Independence Day. So yet another holiday, just like Thanksgiving, that America stole from Canada. Crazy, right? Since Canada sucks so much, you'd think that we wouldn't come up with any original ideas at all. I know you guys don't care about this. So I still think this is so funny. So the Bill C-11 finally went through. For those of you that don't know, everyone made a big stink about this because basically Bill C-11 is a law that Canada is trying to force in place, or I guess it's live now, that basically was something that a lot of content creators were freaking out about, because what it essentially was going to do is it was going to make it so that YouTube content in Canada was government regulated. A lot of those YouTubers didn't read the fine print, realizing that it doesn't actually affect content creators like myself. It just affects corporations. So radio stations, news outlets, and stuff like that. It basically meant that the Canadian government could be like, well, we don't want this news to be recommended in Canada. So, you know, basically government conspiracy crap where they can basically try to control the news outlet. And basically the rule, like what happened, Google, the Giga Chad. I love what Google did. Google basically just said, yeah, now that this law has gone through. What was it, Joe? Wait, where was it? I gotta read this. I gotta read this verbatim just because I thought it was so good. Oh God, it made me so happy when I saw that. I'm trying to find the original post. So Google Canada said, unfortunately, we've made the difficult decision that when Bill C-18, sorry, I keep saying C-11. When Bill C-18 takes effect, we will remove Canadian news links from our search, news, and discovery products. Get destroyed, stupid, boomer, Canadian government idiots, dude. That made me so happy when I read that, dude. Like, because it's like they think they're pulling a fast one on them. They think they understand the internet, these stupid boomers trying to regulate it. And then Google's just like, bro, we can just basically mute your content. Like, oh my God, it's so funny. Legit, that made me laugh. That made me so happy. Just because like there was such a stink around the whole thing, and it's just like all of it was for naught and actually affected Canada like very negatively. Anyways, excuse me about the rants about that stuff. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're basically grinding crystalline cores for the cosmic dragon, because yes, the primordial dragon is here. Yeah, exactly. Bigger, see, that's the thing. Bigger news outlets, as Joe says, can just pay Google themselves to get around it, while smaller stations are screwed. Yes and no. Like, that's the thing is, when when government crap is smart, they take advantage of the system. When you're Canadian, you try to avoid the system entirely because Canadians are scared of confrontation. I don't know why I keep teleporting through the floor, but this is epic that people are grinding this. Sweet. Anyways, how are you guys all doing? Is there a point to farming dragons anymore? I mean, yeah, you get lots of stats from it, you get mastery from it, but most of all, this new primordial dragon is going to give you a 10% boost to the stats on your cosmic gems, which is obviously going to end up serving quite a significant purpose in terms of our overall damage. So, yeah. Oh, also, yeah, to be clear, I'm joking about like America stealing like Independence Day and stuff. Thanksgiving did start in Canada, and then America like basically stole it and was like, oh yeah, it's for the pilgrims or whatever. But as far as 4th of July is concerned, I don't know. That's probably been around since the Stone Age, because it's a day that America can celebrate itself. Obviously, that has existed since the conception of the arrogant country. Sorry. I'm Canadian, so I gotta apologize for everything that I do. Please don't ban me, YouTube. Please don't destroy me. I wish the console versions of Trove were more like PC. Yes, it should catch up, but we'll see what happens, because this update is... You know this update's gonna hit PC soon. I just don't know when. Hopefully next week, but we'll see. Oh, right, I already grinded all my tomes. See, the thing is, what you guys don't know is yesterday I actually grinded 5 stars for about like 2 hours straight just by myself. Like, that's how bad that this is. So thank God everyone's doing whatever this is. Because it makes my job a lot easier. I just get to sit around and do nothing. But, yeah, essentially the amount of 5 stars you have to grind is actually like insane. Let's see if... What are we at? Yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We need about 50 left, which I do still have these boxes. Of course, I'm not picking up crystal gear anymore, so that kind of sucks. But oh well. I wish I could be doing whatever that is now. Well, you're gonna have to, probably for like weeks. That's the one thing that I'll say is when this update ends up going live, or even right now, everyone's preparing for it, right? So I would highly recommend that you try your best to get involved with this right now, because if you don't, there is a very, very high probability that once this, once everyone's gotten the new dragon, people are just going to end up, well, basically people are going to just move on and not do this anymore. Auto join, auto invite list. That's a thing, Spooky? I would not know, and I would not want that mod, honestly, because otherwise I would just be spammed by people. But still, that's cool. Where's a crystal? There's a crystal. Give me that. Bloink. I mean, I have to destroy a bunch of gear soon, too. Yep-a-roni. I'm always streaming at 14, 40, 60 frames. Yep. Because of the fact that YouTube itself has such terrible degradation for the bitrate on streams. So that's why I stream at a very, very high bitrate and value. Just because I try to avoid that. Because I think if you stream at 2K, it gives you one of the different what is it called? Like it changes the output file as far as YouTube readability is concerned, so it kind of forces it into a higher quality instead of just 1080p, if I recall correctly. But a bunch of technical stuff that even I don't fully understand. You can set to auto decline or do nothing. Oh. Interesting. Which mod is that, Spooky? Is it just auto invites? Is that what it's called? Because I might have to grab that, actually. Physically can't do this because I don't have the light value. There might be people doing this in lower tiers. Wait, what do you mean? The light value is irrelevant. So long as you have the PR to enter this area, you're still going to be completing the 5-star objective. That's got nothing to do with the light value. Unless you're talking about farming yourself, in which case, just farm lower tiered worlds. Because, let's face it, farming 5-star dungeons in U8 is going to be just as beneficial as U11. The only difference being is if I was actually actively running around, I could pick up the crystal gear, which would give me more crystalline cores. But that kind of defeats the purpose of us being super duper lazy. Shoutouts to everybody that's doing this, by the way. I had to reset to be on PC. Oh, like you're not on PC in the first place? Good Lord, Potato. GG. Slow golf clap. Thank you. Yeah, no spoilies, but what'd you think about the story of 11? I thought it was pretty solid, honestly. There was a lot that I would complain about with that game, which is why, well, you'll see in my review, but yeah. Overall, it's a great game. It's just very difficult for me to recommend to people. I think that if you're into JRPGs, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna love it. But for me, I haven't played JRPGs in a very, very long time. And I'm also used to JRPGs being better. Sorry. So, yeah. Like Mario RPG, the greatest JRPG of all time. I do have, oh, really, Spooky? I have better invites. I wondered why it never worked properly for me. I didn't know that I had to, like, adjust it myself manually. Oh my God. That's really interesting. Also, I don't think that it worked for the next one. Help! I'm alone! I'm scared! Thank you. Thank you. I just don't know what Giga Chad is like leading the hunt. No, it's not that I, no, my updates or my mods are updated, Multi. It's that the better invites, like I didn't know that I had to externally set up like a document that had the settings for it. That's the problem. Also, what happened to my helmet or lack thereof? The VFX is so busted right now. What even is this? How does it work? Well, essentially, some mad lad is leading the hunt and summoning a group of people at 5-star dungeons. Everyone's kind of just bunny hopping from one area to another. Which, this is like the only practical use of actually having that, that mod. Because otherwise I kind of just left it the way that it was. Oh, Gleam's in this world too. Nice. I've been manually inviting you every once I... Oh, okay. Yeah, weird. Don't ask me, man. I never figured out this mod because I didn't know that I had to adjust a text document or whatever. Hey, Kev. How do you get stuff from this? Well, by completing the 5-star, I guess I should explain it just because, yeah, there's a lot of people that might not know how 5 stars work. Basically, when you activate the 5-star, you see this timer at the top middle of our screen. Once we complete all of those objectives, it basically ends up giving us a lesser Geodian cache, which is essentially going to end up giving us like one crystalline core each time. Sometimes they can give a little bit more, but yeah. Generally speaking, that's the main reason that we're doing this, is because this is how you get crystalline cores the most efficiently. It would be more efficient if I was actually going through the dungeon and grabbing the crystal gear, but that would require me to move, and I'm lazy, so. Is there a chat for this, Spooky? Like, I don't really... I'm gonna be real, guys. I don't really know how most of these farms end up starting. I just kind of get invited to them. Okay, the chat is 5 farm. One word with 5 spelt out, not the number. All right. Thanks for that, Spooky. Yes, look, I'm Giganto Man. Brr. Oh, I'm too far from the 5-star. Woo! Am I still completing it? Is the objective done? I can't tell because this dungeon's so big. What does the dragon look like? Well, hopefully we'll be able to take a look at it at the end of this stream. We're getting there. We're almost there. Let's see. What are we doing right now? Did we end up actually getting any more? No, we did not. Okay, so we only get them by opening the boxes. So essentially, I have to have like 50 of these bad boys. Ew. Try and get these opened. Yeah, okay, so still not very good odds, unfortunately. Let's see. 64, yikes. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, dude. Like, even doing this. I mean, I guess this is effective just because of the consistency of it from going from one dungeon to the next. But it would be a lot better if I loot collected a bunch of crystal. Yeah, I already did all my tomes, Spooky. Ew. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I didn't realize how long this was gonna take, but whatever. I do still have some crystal gear, so I should loot collect that. If I even get the chance to do so. But let's wait for this dungeon to be complete. Actually, you know what? I can do this right now. People aren't going to complete it that fast. Those are wave defense. They're going to be laggy. Boop. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Did that give me a bunch or no? I probably didn't have higher tiered crystal gear. Nah. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Yeah, we might not be able to get this dragon in this one stream, unfortunately. Can you craft a new bench in the PTS? What does the new bench do? I remember seeing it. Sorry, one sec. I didn't get the chance. I basically just woke up. Okay. Oh, this would definitely take weeks if you were starting at 0, for sure. The boxes sometimes give you 5 or 20. Okay, good. The new bench is... Oh, it's tied to mastery. Okay, I don't have 800 mastery. I have total 800. If that's... Okay, it is total. Okay. I tried crafting it, but I'm 800 total, not Trove. Oh, okay, so it is Trove mastery. So I'm close, but I'm not there yet. It's gonna take me a little while because there's quite a few extra levels and not enough items that I can get that'll give me the mastery. But okay, so that's kind of weird. A mastery crafting table, interesting. Can you interact with it even if you don't have the mastery, or is the mastery tied to just crafting it? Or just using it in general. Either way, interesting. Very weird. Why are these not going into my right spot? Thank you. U11 tower is not faster for crystalline cores, because as far as I know, don't you only get these... Yeah, you only get these from geode surface. Like, unless you're trying to farm for crystal gear, but even then that's inconsistent RNG, right? Rather than just something like this. Everyone wants it down to 800 total mastery, not Trove. I think it's both craft and use. Yes, of course everyone wants it down to 800 total mastery because the devs are idiots. There, I said it. The fact that they end up scaling so many of these things for freaks. Let's be real. None of this is scaled for an average player. The fact that you need this much mastery is already like insane to use that crafting table. Like that's actually like stupid. I don't care. I'll say it. Like that's only like the top 1%, if that. Got 20 C4s in a few hours. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be more efficient for grinding C4, Kev, that's for sure. But I don't know about crystalline cores. If I want a specific amount from the chaos test, how should I go about it? You can craft them at the chaos crafting table. What do you mean? Yeah, no, I know, Kev. I know where you're going with it. I just don't know. I don't know. I'd be interested to try it out and see, because yeah, I'd wonder whether or not it would be more efficient to go for the crystal gear versus these. Because it might be more cost effective. Like, you might be right. This is lazier and easier. But being able to just repeat dungeons and complete the objectives over and over, like it would have to consistently give you C3 or 4 at a rate faster than doing 10 5-stars then. Which I don't know if that's, you know. What would be more effective actually than doing a tower would be doing something like this, where I would go around and actually collect the items from the dungeon while also collecting the crystalline core cache or whatever. That's definitely more effective than a tower. So I guess I'll wander around and actually like try to grab some stuff. Except when it's this dungeon, because I hate this dungeon. Visually it's really cool, but I can never find the doorway. Like, I don't know what idiot like didn't make 4 doorways. Why do we have to get like I hate it. I hate it. Why does every 5-star dungeon have to be so convoluted and like not have any pattern recognition? It hurts me. Oh, this dungeon's done. Good. There was no crystals here anyway. U11 Tower is in Sundered Uplands biome. There's basically the super tall dungeon. There's the tower, and then the other fat dungeon is what people call the ship. And basically the tower or the ship is people just repeatedly doing those dungeons over and over again. I have a video talking about like the most effective way of getting Crystal 4 gear, and that essentially ends up talking about those dungeons a little bit better. Oof! Wait, which dungeon is this? I'm so confused. What? Oh, it's this dungeon. I've just never been in that alcove before. Interesting. Yoink. I'm contributing. I'm doing it, you guys. Also, again, sorry if I seem a little bit grumpers. It's just like I did just wake up and I'm still kind of recovering from that 11-hour stream, like legitimately. Yesterday, oh man, I was so frustrated because I'm at the point where I could easily, like yesterday, I could have easily stayed up for like 24 hours. But you ever get that where it's almost like your brain is behind your eyes and you're just like kind of observing the world from within yourself? I know that sounds really strange, but it's the only way that I can describe it, where I'm fully awake, but my brain is not. And so I was extremely inefficient with work, and I could barely focus on anything. And I hate when that happens, you know? And that's what basically happened to me yesterday. And it was like, I want to edit stuff, but I'm so inefficient right now. Nope, I'm done. I'm going to try and go to bed. That's why I didn't grind this earlier, because I was actually going to do these 5 stars before I went to bed. But it was like, nope, 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 nope. Yeah, zoning out, exactly. But it's just, I hate it because it's like a lot of what I do with my work requires a high level of focus. You know, not saying it in a flexing way by any means, but it's just like being able to edit and stuff. It's like I don't catch things when I'm editing if I'm in that headspace. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me today. But there's a lot of things that I have to stream today. So yeah. Kind of gross. It's, I didn't invest enough in my intelligence stat, and unfortunately, my character is too old to re-roll, so. And I didn't take the Buddhism perk when I launched, so. My brain is attempting to comprehend your big brain strat. Oh no, it's not big brain at all. It's very small. But yeah, I just, oh God, I'm just still like so dead from that 11-hour stream. Like I need to not do that. I wanted to get that game done though, dude. Like I just wanted to have it finished. So help me. I'm glad I did. Whoop. Because now I have time to grind more repetitive, boring things like like this. It's all for the primordial dragon though, you guys. We gotta get the primal dragon. Reach out on Twitter. Thanks, Stream Elements. Nobody uses Twitter anymore. It's become the new Facebook, let's be real. I just use it for poop posting. Most of all, I've been liking, I usually am not the type of person to do this, but I've been trolling a lot on Twitter and I really enjoy it. It brings me joy. Also, there's this one Japanese user. I don't know anything about him other than the fact that it's Japanese characters. And they make some of the most Giga Chad builds in Zelda I've ever seen. And I have been copying their builds. I will possibly make a video on the builds at some point, but at the same time, I'm so small brain. Zuffer, welcome back, gamer. Welcome, Ronan. Wake the hell up. Thank you, man. Do you have the 3 diamond dragon eggs? Yes, of course I do. Thank God. That's the thing. I have everything except for the stupid crystalline cores, which just goes to show how bad this is, because I've been grinding these 5-star dungeons for literal years. Granted, I ended up spending a lot of my crystalline cores on upgrading Crystal 4 gear, but still, it should not require the sheer amount that it does. It's actually like stupid. Yeah, I probably honestly could have more diamond dragon eggs. I think if I recall, I loot collected a bunch of them back in the day. Why did I do that dungeon? Because I needed the dragonite for upgrading gems and stuff. So yeah. Finally, no more stinky gray name. Ah, yes. No, that's okay, Multi. I've already seen what the new dragon looks like. I'm trying my best to get it so that I can highlight it in a video for you guys rather than a 5-hour live stream. Because let's be real, it's going to take way too long. Oh, was that the end of it? Yeah, that might have been the end of the farm. All right, that's okay. Thank you, gamers. I don't know who was responsible for the farm, but appreciated very, very much. Giga Chad move. Time to grind myself now. Like I've been doing for many, many years. Hee. We're still not going to end up getting the dragon today, more than likely. Like I'll get it today for sure. I just don't think we're going to be able to get it in this live stream. Sorry to say, but just realistically, this is going to take a few hours. And this is just for 100, by the way. I want to stress that. You need 5,000. Now, obviously, the pay-to-win method is you could just buy the greater geode cache. Or can you? Are those still out of the store, come to think of it? Did the devs shoot themselves in the foot with this update because they didn't realize that those were still out of the store? Because if they're not in the store, then that means this isn't even a pay-to-win dragon. It's just stupid. Let me see. Crystals, I think. Okay, they did bring them back into the store. Okay, good. They've been back into the store for a while, arguably, but they did end up removing them at one point, which I found very questionable. That would have been so small brain. So that's good. It's still stupid that they're in the store, but yeah, essentially it's just the pay-to-win dragon then. Which, kind of dumb. Let me also put these on my hotbar just so we can see where we're at. Dude, I'm gonna have to like make sure that I put a bunch of comments explaining at the beginning of the stream when I publish it, because I think so many people are gonna like misunderstand and get mad. I mean, I misunderstood. How much crystal cores from one greater geode cache? I don't remember. Check my old video of me unboxing them, but you get a lot. Obviously, it's pay to win, so you know it's kind of the same as the dragon coin, like the greater dragon cache. You would still have to spend like hundreds of dollars. Like for perspective, I can confidently say that the primordial cosmic dragon is probably the most expensive dragon in the game, and the dragon out of the skill tree technically costs like $400. This other dragon is probably more than that because RNG is involved. on multiple boxes, by the way, because you have to get diamond dragon eggs, which you can get in power gem boxes out of the cash shop. You have to have 600 dragon coins, which you can get dragon coins out of the cash shop because of the greater dragon cash. And then there's the crystalline core, which is also a cash shop item. Like, it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do with this dragon. Problem is that they made it just so ungodly expensive that it's unobtainable free to play, because the amount of grind that you would have to put in order to get all these resources is pretty ridiculous. Like, it would, I'm sitting here with a lot of these resources from years worth of grinding, and I still don't have enough. So yeah, just saying. Hey Voodoo, yeah, no notif squad, let's go. I mean, honestly speaking, like, as much as it's like, oh, we finally got the primordial dragon, oh my god, it's too little too late. Like, who really cares? It's only going to affect end gamers such as myself. There's a lot about this update that only affects end gamers, and in the worst way possible, because it's content that's basically locked to everybody else. So obviously the main point of this update, don't forget, is still going to end up being the new shadow towers and the delves, basically. That, I would say, is the main highlight that's going to affect everybody versus all this crap, which is cool, but the delve downpour pack might be better if you want cores. Right. Is that a repeatable pack? I don't remember. Yeah, the delve downpour. How much do you get? 375 crystalline cores for 16,000, 10 bucks. Yeah, that would be the best deal. You're right. It's consistent, and I will always take consistency over RNG. So let's do some quick math. How would I calculate that? So 375. So 13.3, 21,000. Yeah, that would that's funny, because that would basically be a little over 18, 19, 20, 21. So you'd have to spend 120 bucks for credits to end up getting just these, like the crystalline cores. That's still very reasonable, considering that the boxes, you would probably have to spend significantly more. But yeah, that's pretty bad. It's 150 credits for 10 crystal cores with a chance of getting more. Yeah, let's actually, I'm gonna calculate that as well. Okay, so 33 of them at 4.5k each. Let's just average that out to 5k, just for continuity's sake. So that would be, actually, what would that be? 5,000 divided by 10. So you need 500 of these cash. So that would be 500 divided by 33. So you would have to buy this a total of 15 times. Let's average that out and say, yeah, 15.5. So that would be 4,500 times 15.5. Yeah, you would need significantly more credits. I mean, obviously there's the RNG involved that could make things a lot easier, but you know me, I would always take consistency. Like, just as a perspective, this was going to cost like $120 worth. But in order to buy the amount of cash that you would need out of the cash shop, you'd have to have 70,000 credits, which let's just say that this is 20,000 credits each. 2, 4, 6, 8. You'd have to buy this 400 times, or $400 worth. Sorry. Like, obviously, you know, that's doing an extreme example, but the thing is, it's RNG, so it's not something that we can 100% calculate because of the fact that it's going to have the RNG aspect to it. So for my money, I would just say, if you absolutely want to get the crystalline cores, yes, it's definitely more worthwhile to get the Delve Downpour pack because of the consistency of it. And remember, you're getting consistent nitro, forge fragments and stuff out of this pack as well. I'm assuming, can you buy that consistently? I mean, I guess out of this, you also get the rare boxes, which does have some tradable items. So it's, I don't know. It's tricky. Yeah. To be fair, I agree, Soccer. The crystalline cores are extremely time consuming to get, but they're not difficult. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of time that they expect you to grind. But at the very least, it's something that you can consistently just passively farm. It's all the other stuff that you can't. Because dragon coins, obviously, terrible. And the diamond dragonite, or the diamond dragon eggs, are literally time gated if you're free to play. So, well, so are the dragon coins, actually. Like, it's a really, really bad system that they have set up. Kind of unfortunate when you think about it. Did you try to get into the game more recently, Mighty? Because they did actually have a pretty significant server update on PC recently. It's been a lot less laggy. Like, even earlier, you might have seen, we were with, like, I don't know, like a full world of people, which is like 75. And we weren't rubber banding that much. Which is significant when it comes to Trove. Did the math, and it takes 10 months to get enough fragments for the dragon. Oh, dear Lord. Wait, based on what? Oh, as free to play. Oh, dear Lord. Yup, that sounds about right. I'm going to actually take a picture of that comment, because I'm going to try and... I'm going to try my best to get the point across how impossible that dragon is to get in my video, in the hopes that the devs actually listen and do something about it. But they won't, unfortunately. Thankfully, you know, the cosmic dragon is just kind of a pipe dream at this point. Like, nobody really cares except for us old gamers, so it's not that big of a deal. Just don't go for it. But I do hate how consistently the devs, like, time and time again, keep making things ungodly expensive and just, like, impossible for even somebody like myself. There's a crystal 3, nice. No, I don't have the dragon. That's what we're farming for right now, is I'm trying to get enough crystalline cores that we can craft it. It's also not on the live server yet. Like, we're grinding this on the live server, and then I'm going to export my account and go grab it on the test server. It takes 240 days free to play and 80 days patron to get the diamond dragonite. Ah, yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's just the diamond dragonite. We're not even calculating the dragon coins, guys. 600. I think it should cost 1 dragon coin just as a screw you, you know? Like, oh, you got all this other crap. Here you go, man. Now, if they have that dragon in the greater dragon caches, I could kind of understand their mentality behind it. But my main issue, as I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way, is that they make it so, like, there is a fine line between making something free to play accessible and making something pay to win. This is so absurd, even I would not pay for it. And unfortunately, that kind of is with a lot of the more recent updates, like as we've seen with the fishing update as well. You know, there's just such an ungodly amount of unbalanced trash that people just don't bother. Like, I'd say that they actually have the, you know, the gem rolls in the new Shadow Tower and stuff. That is bad, but at least you can see the end in sight, you know? Like, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Which is why that's the part of the update that I'm most excited for, that most people are more excited for. It's still going to end up taking an ungodly amount of delves to end up grinding, yes, but at the very least, it's still something that is going to be possible and gives us something to grind, because something to grind is not a bad thing. The problem is when we're suddenly tasked with grinding the most boring thing imaginable, which is dragon coins, greater dragon cash, and you know, like all this crap that basically is like super duper time gated, or stuff like even the crystalline cores where we have to grind 5-star dungeons exclusively. I don't like it. I don't like when they segment off the content, you know? Especially when you guys are saying it takes 240 days free to play. Keep in mind, that is 240 days of just grinding the one resource. All for what? One stupid dragon? You want to know what's more cost effective for your time and going to benefit your account a lot more? Grinding the skill tree. Like, it's just so inconsistent across the board. It's so frustrating. If they ended up making the 5-star dungeons still have the gold and silver rewards like they used to back in the day, like where it wasn't daily, and then they last minute changed it because they had to shoehorn in the greater dragon or the greater geode cache, that would actually be a lot more reasonable. And in a lot of ways, it kind of feels like they're still balancing the game around that. But it's just so ungodly expensive and stupid. It you know, you can't help but get frustrated. Oh, is there? Sorry, I'll close my door. One sec. Yeah, the wife got home and she was making food, so. Which is why we're gonna have to end this soon, unfortunately. You know what? We'll end it now. Let's see how many cash we got. See if we made a dent in this. I'll grind the rest off camera. But this is why I haven't made a video of the Cosmic Dragon yet, is because I'm stuck behind this. So, yeah. Stuck at 17 KPR. How do I get it higher? That would be your crystal gear, your gems, augmenting, dragons. They'll give you a power boost as well. Don't forget your crystal ring. All right, well, we got 21 of them. That's still a pretty significant amount. And then once we end up loot collecting, I didn't get any more. Please tell me we made a dent. Whoa. Okay, we'll push it. We'll get the dragon just so that we can see it in this stream. I didn't know we were that close. Okay. Jeez. That went by pretty quick. I must have had a bunch of crystal drops. Funny thing is, it actually went by like consistently faster when I started becoming active and doing the dungeons. Like, the fact that we were able to get that in about an hour is pretty good. Yeah, well, of course I was gonna check. Yeah, imagine if I just logged out and didn't even bother. All right, well, we'll get to see the dragon. Again, I'll still end up showing, like, the dragon in its own independent video, where I'll also address these issues. And for old time's sake, we'll also highlight the other primordial dragons, because it's been years since we ever had to even use them. Primordial dragons, I would say, are still some of the most significant to the game, and that's what's going to end up boosting our PR quite a bit, just because we're going to get a 10% increase. Which is cool, and I get it, that the devs want to make it like something super coveted, but I still completely disagree with their decision to make it like so ungodly expensive. The thing is, I don't know, with the lack of transparency between the developers and us, I don't know how much of it is their decision and how much of it is Gamago's decision. Because it could very well be that Gamago told them, oh, you got to make it like ungodly expensive so that we can push people towards the cash shop. Because having one whale spend money to end up getting this dragon is probably their primary objective. You know, the average player just sees it and goes, oh, that's too expensive. But again, you know, despite the fact that this one specific feature is so disappointing, let's keep in mind Fluxion and a functional in-game voting system is huge potential for Trove's future, because it means that we could potentially end up voting on new features that we want in-game, and they could get direct results from players rather than their forums. I hope they utilize it, like genuinely. I want to see that feature utilized in many, many aspects with this game. But then we also have the new Shadow Tower Delves, which is amazing, but I still genuinely wish that they would just suck up their pride and make it so that the Shadow Towers were across the board a complete replacement for the Delve Caves. I think we can all agree on that one, honestly. Like, it just... But yeah, the Primordial Dragon was just kind of thrown in last second. And honestly, you can kind of tell with how expensive it is. Same with that Mastery Table. So we'll see what happens with it all. Dude, honestly, like, let's be real. As much as there's a reputation around Gamago, like killing all these games and stuff, Gamago, like, I find it funny how everyone kept like talking and being really worried that Gamago was going to end up buying Trove. And meanwhile, Tryon Worlds is just sitting here, hold my beer. Their decisions were so bad, the company went bankrupt. Gamago has been really good to us in terms of Trove content and updates. Don't let the stupid decisions, as small as they might be, deter you into thinking that Gamago has been doing a poor job with Trove, because we've gotten some of the most consistent and best updates of this game's lifetime. Like, genuinely. There are still a lot of things that we would obviously like to see improved, but I think Trove's doing great outside of this year. Its lack of updates has really, really hurt it. So it's nice that we're starting to get a beefier update, you know, with Primordial Dragon and all this other crap. It's like, sure. Yeah, the tax update was stupid, that's for sure. I don't know why that was added. I think it was just because they wanted to have something pool out the flux in the game because of the flux dupers. But the problem is that it's most of all affecting new players negatively, I might add. So it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of questionable things, that's for sure. Oh, the Genshin update went live? Nice. Yeah, I'll stream that after I have supper and chill with the wife. All right, that's it, gamers. Let's go to the club, open these up, destroy them. Remember, it's gonna end up taking a couple minutes for my account to export, but at the very least, we do have it. We're going to get that stupid dragon. Is it gonna be cool? No, it's probably gonna be really, really ugly. Like, let's be real. That dragon's probably gonna suck. But whatever, the fact that it's here is like a big deal. Get all this crap out of here. I do not care about my crystal gems anymore. I still need to get my bomber dragon as well. Okay, export account. There we go. So this is gonna take a little while. So let's throw these down and get the wings, right? Hello? Why is our club world broken again? Well, at least he can do it. Do it, bro. Oh, there, I got it. Okay, never mind. Did I get the wings, guys? The funny thing is, here's the crazy thing, Spooky. Because you're saying like they promised us the primordial dragon and now they finally delivered. Tryon Worlds promised us the primordial dragon. It took Game Ago to add it into the game. Better late than never, I guess, but dear Lord. Oh, man. Now, the other thing, too, is I haven't actually seen if the primordial dragon has a cool effect. I really, really hope that it's not just, it's a mag rider, you know, like we got the dragon that shoots water. We got the dragon that shoots like a machine gun. And then we got the air dragon, which sucks just because its movement speed is, you know, obliterated by time. But yeah. No, I know, Spooky. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy when you think about like the history of everything that's gone on with Trove and like this dragon finally being in the game, even if its implementation is garbo. But I hope that this new dragon actually has like some sort of functionality that's like cool and unique to it. But honestly, I don't expect it. I think it's just going to give us stats. All right, let's see. Can we get on? Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. I'll write that down. I could do like a Trove history recap, kind of talk about Tryon going bankrupt and everything. Oh, hey, we're already on. Sweet. Interact with Fluxion. Oh, that's the quest. Okay. The thing is, I do end up talking about the Trove history and stuff in my returning guides for players and junk, you know. Okay. Well, just before we do that, I want to show you guys this just because we might have new people tuning in. Well, he was working before. Okay, I guess he broke. There. So this is why it's so impressive to me, because you can see where you voted. You can see what the global votes are. Obviously, everyone's going to choose costumes and wings, I assume. But I still think that this is insane. The fact that you can actually vote on multiple things and you can vote multiple times. This is a really good use of Flux. Like, I think that this, much better than the tax update, is a much better incentive and reason why people would end up spending hundreds of Flux. I mean, thankfully, it's really, really cheap right now at 101, but I'm assuming that's for testing purposes. I hope that it stays consistently cheap. But I genuinely am impressed by this and think that this is amazing. And I can't wait to see how it's implemented into the rest of the game. But okay, here we go. Oh dear Lord, look at how expensive this boy is. Look at him. I hate it. I hate how expensive he is. 100k Flux, okay, whatever. That's peanuts considering the rest of the resources. The Diamond Dragon Egg, the time gated. Takes like 20 hours of solid grinding. Like, thankfully we're on the test server, but this dragon is going to physically hurt me when I'm on live server. I want to reiterate, out of years worth of grinding 5-star dungeons just casually, I've only now just gotten enough crystalline cores, and I had to obviously actively start grinding for it because I was missing it. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. Is it worth it? Probably not. 250 mastery. It should give a lot more. No, you stay away from me. Where the heck is it? Nope. Come on. All right, what does it do? The source of all space and time, the one who self-manifests, the directionless, infinite pull of the void, also goes by Bob. Is that a reference to, like, I swear to God, that's not. But I wonder if that's a reference to like my older videos, because I always called myself Bob. Anyways, when equipped, completing dungeons gives the rider and nearby Trovians a temporary light increase. Oh, that's what it does. Right. Which The light increase is 25 extra light. Now the question is, do we end up getting, like, does it stack? Right? Now on top of that, we got 47 KPR now. Let's try and see. It's going to be very difficult to calculate this. But as far as I know, the buff lasts for 6 hours. And yeah, it only gives 25 light. So I'm wondering if it stacks. But this is a momentous occasion. What do you guys think? You think he looks cool? I think he looks pretty cool. Honestly. Like, they actually did a pretty good job with him. It still, in my opinion, needs a lot more functionality to it. The VFX of its nose are a little weird. Let's see. Did it do... Yeah, it does. Okay, so... Oh, nice wings. I like that. It's just a Mag Rider reskin. But let's see what the fireballs are like. That sucks. That genuinely sucks. Come on. That's just reskinned. I don't know what I was expecting, but come on, man. That's bad. Those VFX are so lame. Okay. Well, let's do some dungeons. Is this a dragon that I'm ever going to rock over Volatile Bounder? No, but at least it's in the game. All right, let's see. So, unfortunately, my Berserk Battler and crap is gonna start going off. So there's our buff, actually. We can see it in the top left. Yeah, 10, 9, 20. Does it refresh every dungeon and does it stack? And if it does stack, how high does it stack? And 920. Wow, it doesn't stack. What a useless dragon. Holy crap. That's genuinely discouraging. It gives you a 25 light boost for 6 hours from completing a dungeon. Which is garbage, by the way. Like, okay. That's so disappointing. That's its effect. The other dragons at least had like a cool gimmick, but that's it for this guy. They should make that stack up to a certain degree. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Okay, what stats did it end up giving me? I wasn't paying attention. So it does end up increasing our stats by... this is based off of my cosmic gems. So we got 40% crit damage. That's not bad. 415 light. That's also not bad. That means we can finally hit 11k light. So that's a pretty big deal. Was it 11k light that we couldn't hit, or was it 12k? I forget. And then a little bit more physical damage, which, okay, whatever, who cares? The thing is, like, he's not worth it. 12k is the impossible task? Okay. He's not worth it, man. Like, for all the years that we waited for this guy, and now, like, his stats and the items that, like, he's not worth it. If you're gonna end up making players sacrifice that much of their time, you have to make him give us, like, significantly more stats, or make him have, like, a functionality that's just so cool that you gotta have it. But otherwise, the only thing about this dragon is that it's just so impossibly rare. But that's disappointing, man. That's so lame. It's not worth it. Like, you get more light off of just normal passive gear. The only flex that you get out of this is that we can hit 47 KPR, which is inevitable anyways. Lego Dragon does exist. Yeah, the Lego Dragon is cooler than this one, in my opinion. Like, with Dragon Plus buff and Berserk Battler, we should be able to hit 12k light? Okay. Yeah, I figured. Because I think What was max light on live server? It was like 11. Is it 11,400? Was that it? Because yeah, then I don't think we can reach it. Because that would be 11,800. I don't remember what the highest light I've gotten from having everything trigger. Sorry, I'm just so taken aback by this. On live, you can get 11,770 with Berserk Battler. Oh, okay. So we can hit 12K light. All right. Sweet. Not that we need it, but this is so... I'm sorry. It really like just surprises me how like it took this long to get this dragon in the game, and it's so disappointing. Like the biggest thing to me is I wouldn't be so disappointed if this dragon wasn't the most expensive dragon in the whole game. But in all honesty, it's like it's not worth it. Like not even like a fraction worth the amount that it costs to craft this guy. It's the most expensive dragon in the game. And you want to know where you get more stats? From one piece of Crystal 4 gear. One piece of Crystal 3 gear gives you more stats than this. Like, let's be real. Let me see. That's a Crystal 4. Where's my Crystal 3 maxed out set? So, yeah, look at this. This is a maxed out Crystal 3 face, and I get 650 light. This dragon gives me like 400 and something. And I also have like completely optimal gems. It's just not worth it. Like the stats that you get off of this dragon are trash, dude. If it costs the same, like I feel like the stats of this dragon are based off of this dragon costing the same as the other primordial dragons. And it feels like last second, they decided to increase the cost. That's the problem. Like the fact that yeah, I know, Joe, like the fact that this gives us the 10% increase to our gem power is consistent with the other dragons, but the crafting cost is not. I feel like if they're gonna end up making the crafting costs this much, it needs to give us like a 50% increase. Because with the sheer amount of either real life money or in-game time that they want you to spend to get this dragon, it's not worth it. Like, not even close. If it's gonna give me a 10% cost or a 10% stat increase, this dragon needs to cost 10% of what it costs right now. Like, I might not actually get this dragon on live server. Like, it's that bad. Like, as comparison, like, look at this. Look at this. Consistent, clean, nice. That would be fine. If this dragon cost the same resources as all of these guys, that would be fine. That would actually fit with the game perfectly based on its stats and based on its, you know, legitimately. The other thing too, yeah, exactly, Sacker. The other thing too is, let's be real. This is just so that you can flex and say that you're 47k PR. Because we don't need that light value. There is nothing in the game that challenges us currently as players because they seem to have forgot that update was supposed to come out this year. Like with U12 or something. It's so underwhelming. It like actually is just leaving me like in shock, dude. Is so it's not worth it. Like, God, I wish I had a contact with the devs. I wish I could directly tell them. I wish that they would actually listen to us instead of just adding things at their own regard. Because it's just too expensive considering the lack that you get from it. Like, it's not worth it. Like 110%, this dragon is a waste. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of potential. I think that the base dragon itself is perfectly fine, and I hate that I'm just repeating myself. But genuinely, if this dragon would cost the same as the primordial dragons, which I think that the devs need to change before this goes live, they need to. Otherwise, this dragon is just inflated for the sake of. The crystalline cores remove a 0. The diamond dragon eggs, it only needs to cost 1 egg. It doesn't even make sense as far as like a lore functionality is concerned. Why does it take 3 eggs to craft this thing? Could you imagine if the new Minecraft update, you needed to have 3 sniffer eggs in order to end up crafting 1 sniffer? Like, the flux, whatever, who cares? Cosmic gem dust, garbage, who cares? Even the dragon coins, I'd be okay with. I still think that it's way too expensive. Dragon coins is something of a commodity in this game that the devs don't seem to realize is as difficult to obtain as it is. But even as a pay to win, I would not recommend this dragon. Like, it's not worth it. It's deliberately wasting your time and your money. This is probably the worst deal. Like, as far as a cash shop item is concerned, like just approaching this and thinking about how much it's going to end up costing if you would end up pay to winning this versus how time gated it is, this is probably the worst item ever added to Trove's history. Like, it is the worst implementation of this dragon that they could have possibly done. And let this be this dragon encapsulates how out of touch the developers are with their own game. This dragon costs more than the star chart dragon, but at least that one you're getting the star chart. This is just a 10% stat increase, like, and a slap in the face to your hard work. Anyways, I'll cool off from this. I'll have another video that's going to more objectively analyze the dragon and talk about it. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around with me and chilling while we ended up grinding this waste of time dragon. I am going to publish this stream today. I'll try my best to have as many comments about the stream to let people know at the beginning that I thought I was on the live server, but it's not on the live server. But anyways, I appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll have videos talking about this over the following days. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Sayonara and stay